So here's the second part of the REIFLOW sending SMS demonstration video. This part is going to deal with the setup of your phone number and the flows that are used to create or to send out the numbers or send out the text messages. So we are here at the REIFLOW dashboard, and down in the bottom you'll see SMS. Click on that, and this is where it stores all your phone numbers. So in the beginning you won't have any phone numbers, and you'll have two options. If you do not have a Twilio account already, you can use one that you purchase or you get through REIFLOW, and you can do that by clicking Add Number. Now I'll probably limit this to 1 or 2 numbers per person because it costs me $1 for every number that's registered. So that will go against your fee, and I won't charge you anymore. If you need additional numbers, I may have to charge you a few more bucks a month for that. So, but if you can always sign up for your own Twilio account and manage the numbers yourself, and then you can add them into here by yourself. So let's add a new number. Now we can select the area code you want to get the number for. Now here's a listing of few of the numbers. Now right now I'm seeing that there's a lot of them from one particular area. I'm pretty sure it's random. Let me try to search again, and then it'll only give you some. So now it's giving me even more. Erskine Lakes, not quite sure where that is. So let's try 201. Here's some more variety. So I'll take just this first one. So you get this number. So now REIFLOW goes out to Twilio, registers the number, pulls back the Twilio information, the ID for that number, the account information, and whatnot. So that's cool. And we have the number. So where can we use this? Now we'll use this in the flows. Now in a flow, I've created a new action item called Send SMS through Twilio. So if we click New Flow, now we can run, and the example is just Send SMS Twilio. Add this to the end. Now in this action right here, we can select the sending number, which is, I have this number as my default, and then I can pick the other number that I just registered right here, this used to send the messages. So then down here you select the recipient number. You can use the normal contacts, phone number, add that in there, and then you can type out your message. You can mail merge this information in there. Contact information, if you want to get personal, using their name or using any information that was created in the lead already. So it's very flexible. I'm not going to save this here because I have a full example to show you. So let's cancel this. Now right now, in the previous demo, I showed you the send text, which creates the initial communication. It's app record, and that is right here. So on an update to the app, to the Leads app, we check to see if the communication equals send text. If it does, then we create the app communication item, and we assign it these values. Type SMS, here. Now phone, I hard coded this for the example because I don't want to use the actual contact's phone number. I want to use my phone number. You understand. And email address, same thing. Then we set the status for pending. It's an outgoing type of message. And then the date and the name of this is the templated message I'm going to send when I create that record. So I can insert the contact name in here. So it merges that when it creates the record, or creates the body text and puts it into the communication record. And then finally, down here, it updates the triggering app, which is the leads app, and adds the relationship to the communications field, so it shows up right here. So now if we go into the communication that we created, and then we click send communication, this is the trigger to send the initial text message. And that flow is right over here. And that's this one, app communication, send SMS. So I'll show you that one. So it's on an update, and this is also something I added as I realized I needed to do this. In the run if action, it is now, you can now add multiple criteria, and these are all ands, so they all have to be true. So the action equals send communication and the type equals SMS. Before I only had the run if action to have one option, but now I've added multiple, so it adds flexibility. In the future, I'll probably add in some sort of or to make it so you can say send communication is equal, or action equals send communication, or type equals SMS, something like that. But not the point of this video. So now we have send the twilio text. So I pick the phone number, and then this is the recipient number, this is the body. And lastly, I'm updating the communication record, setting the status to sent after it sends it, and setting the date. So that's how this is all set up. And then this sends out the text and adds it to here. Now finally, this portion over here, the sending of text through the comments and the receiving through the comments, is hard-coded into the code of REIFLOW in the communications app. But I was thinking that I could probably push that to a flow as well, because there are hooks for creating of comments, but I'll have to figure that out. But right now, I'm not going to do that because I don't think it's needed. So that's how this all works. When you do send a text through by writing a comment, it will use the same number here that it's sending to, and also the same phone number that you set up in the flow. So it will always use this number that I set up here. It won't change, it won't be random, it'll use this number. And that's how I know okay. Now on the incoming, there's one little gotcha that I couldn't avoid, and the only way I can detect and then detect the recipient or the receiving of a text and put it in the correct spot was to check the phone number it's coming from, and then I find the first communication that has that phone number set. So when I get a text from 973-476-0684, I know that it belongs to this communication record, and then I can add it to the comment so you can see the reply. This will work in 99% of cases. The one case where it might not work is, say you're communicating with a realtor and they have the same phone number and you have multiple properties for that, then the replies are going to go to the first instance of that phone number, so it will probably go to the wrong communication app. I don't quite know how to rectify that yet, because the information you get back from Twilio through the text message doesn't allow me to discern exactly or put any kind of like identification mark in the text. Now I could do that, but then it gets ugly and you wouldn't want that. So this is my solution. It will work 99% of the time. Just know that if you have that number, that you're communicating with that same person for multiple properties, may not work for you. So let me know if you have any questions. Sorry for the long explanation. Hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Thanks.